doesn't matter.
So what is it? What creates it?
Okay, there's an old saying that the road to hell is paved with the sidewalk in that road. Alright. That's what moves you down that hill. That's what takes you down to that road of destruction.
Is that?
Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome, welcome. So get your numbers in 0, 0, 0 to 36. I'll start putting them in. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Henny. No, my mom did not watch the show yet. So, hello, Alexander. Hello there. So, all right, Gene Hudson. I got some numbers in 0, 0, 0 to 36. I got Gary down, Gene Hudson. So make sure and get them in there. I'll start highlighting them. Hello, Waltus, Denise, everybody, keeper. All right, John Willis in the house. Get your numbers in. Waltus is 13. Cryptic Cowboy is 34. Rebecca is number 5. Denise is 24. Let's see here. Liana is 31. Let's see here. Let me go back here. 31. Timothy Man is 6. Make sure I didn't skip anybody here. That number does not exist. So let's see here. Make sure I get everybody. Standing Stones is number 9. All right, here. 10 seconds. We'll call it a wrap here. 10 seconds. Let's see here. Everybody's in? All right, here. Do we have everybody in? I was going to ask the same thing. Yeah, only goes up to 36. So, all right, let's see. I've got 5 seconds, and we'll call it here. All right. So we got Keeper 29, Gary 00, Waltus 13, Cryptid 34, Rebecca 5, Denise 24, Liana 31, Timothy Man 6, and Standing Stones 9. Did I miss anybody? Let me scroll down here and make sure I did not. What about you, Willis? Did you get in? OG Hujo, will pick a number if you want in. 0, 0, 0 or 36, all the way up to 36. That's the roulette table. 5 seconds, we're going to call it. 5 seconds, put your number in. 0, 0, 0, all the way up to 36. So pick a number, 0, 0, 0 or all the way up to 36. All right, Henny's got a 6 in there. Luana, C, 3, 6, Science Bob, 7. Okay. Facebook user Willis, pick a number, 0, 0, 0, all the way up to number 36. That's on the roulette table. See the numbers up here? That's on the roulette table. It's 0, 0, green, double green, 0, all the way up to number 36. Okay. Last call. And let's get the numbers going. And we'll start with Gary. He always picks the number 0, 0. If I can even spin it. And it is 2 black. All right, Keeper 29. See if I can keep it on the table here. 29, and it is 31. Waltus is 3. All right. Let's see what he comes up with, or 13, I should say. It is 21. Cryptic Cowboy is 34. All right. And his number is 13. Rebecca is 5. All right, Rebecca. Number 5. And it is double zeros. Greens, double zeros. Denise is 24. All right, 24. And it is 30 red. Liana, 31. Let's see here. 31. And it is number 1. And Timothy Old Man is number 6. All right, number 6. And it is number 6. So make sure, Timothy, send me your information. Standing Stones is a 9. And it is a 1. And Luana, let's see here, number 3.
That's my favorite number, number 3.
32. And Science Bob is 7. Let me get rid of some of these numbers here. So we got 1 winner so far. And 26 black. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. So 1 winner. Timothy Old Man's got it. So we'll get rid of this. And who's our special guest tonight?
My favorite person, Vinny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're muted.
I'm not a doctor, but I can read lips.
Muted.
I thought we were gambling tonight here. I brought the
We
cash.
can't gamble it. No, it's a free door prize. So
I got. What's this 1 doing here? That's terrible. Get that out of here. There we go. That's the cash I'm talking about. Eh? So what are we doing? I've got people that know me. They don't know what's happening. So what are we doing?
We don't know.
Okay, good. At least
so
it's gonna be
right
good.
now you're supposed to not laugh, right?
Oh,
Oh, God.
Yeah. All right. So what do you call a man with no nose and no body?
What?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
He loves his jokes. We're not supposed to laugh. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta keep a straight face.
All right, I got to straight face this, right?
All right. How much does a hipster weigh?
How much?
In Instagram.
Oh, my God.
What did the
Very good.
daddy tomato say to the baby tomato?
What?
Catch up.
Oh, my God.
Vinny, you know, it's a family show. So, I mean, you got, anyways. What's Forrest Gump's password?
Oh, Lord. What?
1 Force 1? People
He
send me
loves them.
jokes. People send me jokes, and they're hilarious, man. I can't help it. I mean, it is. What did the Scarecrow win an award?
What?
I said, why did the Scarecrow win an award?
Why?
Because he was outstanding in his field.
Oh, my God. All right. I like that one. That was good.
Oh,
Why shouldn't you buy
Poor
anything
Vinny.
with Velcro on it?
What?
This is Vinny. It's a total ripoff.
this is painful. You know, being a Jets fan all year, the Jets are finally eliminated from playing football. I thought Sundays would be pain-free this year, but good grief.
What did Winnie the Pooh say to his agent?
What?
Show me the honey.
That was cute. I like
That's
that.
something Xander would
He
repeat.
would say, yeah, he'll like that.
What goes through towns, up and over hills, but doesn't move?
What?
The road.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. You know, I used to punish my children for telling me jokes like this. I'm not even joking. This is I would make them listen to Christian rock or watch the Weather Channel, which they hated both. But
Why was there thunder and lightning in the lab?
Why?
Because the scientists were brainstorming.
Bob will like that one. There you go.
Why couldn't the pirate play cards?
Why?
Because he was sitting on the deck.
Wah, wah, wah.
So this guy was in the store, and he was with his wife. And I have to share this video. This reminds me of something Vinny would do.
Is this a joke now, or is this something else?
No, this is a video. You
Okay,
ready?
good. Yes.
I forgot to hit play. Hold on. I got laughing so hard.
I'm Bumblebee. I'm a bumblebee.
Oh my god. Stupid.
Is that not what
why?
Vinny would do? Look, Vinny.
I've been known to have bras on my head from time to time. I don't know if there's jokes involved, but yes, I've been seen with. I like that yellow brassiere, by the way. I haven't seen one of those in real life.
I like the color.
I do too.
Oh my God.
I thought it was kind of cute. And his wife's like, stop it. So what you been up to, Vinny?
This year's been busy as all get out for us. There's we're re-putting out in YouTube our Wrestling with Ghosts, which is our paranormal TV show, which
Right.
it used to be. Last time I was on, I kept saying, hey, they're on these small stations, and I'm talking real small. I mean, like, Albuquerque, New Mexico, and like an outpost station, like stuff that's way out in the desert, or just like in hamlets in the Northeast. So we decided, since we really do have awesome evidence, we're going to start just putting them on YouTube. Screw it. And we just had a Wrestling with Ghosts. We captured a ghost light
Wow.
a year or so ago, and this thing, apparently it's one of the coolest ghost lights. Now, no matter what, I know most people here watching this believe in the paranormal, right? And there's a lot of people that don't, but a ghost light is scary to everybody, and there's a reason. One, there is a paranormal light that there's no reason for it. It's just floating, and it's emanating power, and there's no refraction or headlights or anything like that. There's this ball glowing in a field, and it's scary. It's like, what is that thing? Or
Right.
two, you're out in the middle of a field in the middle of nowhere. It's 2 a.m, and there's some weird, creepy guy with a light shining at your friends and yourself. That's creepier than so it doesn't matter if you believe in the paranormal or not. A ghost light is really one of the creepiest things you can run across, and I love it because I love seeing physical evidence. So been doing that. We're working on our next movie, Showdown in Secret City, which is the 3rd chapter in the Smoky Mountain Chronicles, which is about the city Oak Ridge that built the atom bomb. So we're doing a science fiction horror comedy about Oak Ridge. And then we just started, me and my tag team partner, Luke, had a professional wrestling show that we booked in 2015. And we're starting to show those episodes. And it was a terrible show. There was a lot of things going against us. So we comment on what goes wrong each episode, and we kind of sit back and laugh. So that's all on the Big and Funky YouTube channel if anybody wants to check that out. So we're just having a blast over there.
Interesting. So maybe, ladies and gentlemen, maybe I need to talk to Vinny about camping out in my woods.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you got to go.
Y'all want to go
there?
camping? We don't know what the hell we got out in the woods. Something hairy.
Oh, you got
a hairy. Speaking of hairy, I talk about Donald Trump, right? About me getting a toupee like Donald Trump. And I found this video, and I thought I'd share it real quick and see Vinny's response and action.
I'd love to.
Oh God.
Right.
Oh. That was cute.
So
Poor
yeah.
dog.
That's
a
the
good
best.
dog.
That's the best toupee I've ever seen. That's the best hairpiece of all the hairpieces in all of the world. That is the very best one. People tell me all the time that is the best hairpiece.
Yeah, I'm gonna come on with hair one show, not say anything, just come on with a bunch of hair like Donald Trump.
Slick it real good.
So
I think you look good in one of those Conan O'Brien pompadour things, the big red hair with the pompadour gimmick.
you said red hair. Have you seen Carrot Top?
Yeah.
My Lord, what happened to him?
Steroids for one, but also he was on Dave Chappelle's writing partner's a white guy. I can't remember. He wrote this Chappelle, so he was a nerdy. His name's Brandon, and he's got a podcast. One of the most interesting podcasts you'll ever hear is his interview with Carrot Top and his kind of like his blood feud almost with Gallagher. And you're like, what? These dorky comedians, and they had this really strong hatred for each other, and Carrot Top never understood it. But that was a great interview. Anybody who's interested in comedy. I'm a comedy nerd. But anyway.
So the last show, Vinny, we were covering McDonald's is going animated. Have you seen that?
No.
They're taking down all the menus and the employees and everything. So they started in California, and a lot of people are going into McDonald's and not know how to order it. So I actually found a video, ladies and gentlemen, and it's posted. And this is what the McDonald's is looking like. And I couldn't believe it. So here it is. And this is not a joke. And I'll blow it all the way up so you can see it.
Flippy the chef makes spuds.
They're going to cook somebody.
Automated grill gives the meat its sizzle. As this restaurant goes robotic.
For this burger, it would take about 120 seconds.
Cali Express by Flippy is the world's first AI-powered eatery. There's new technology outside the kitchen, too. A cheeseburger. Order kiosks use facial recognition to remember your favorite food.
Oh, no.
Then watch the robots work. No humans required.
We can't get enough people to come out to work on fryers and grills. They're dangerous jobs. And this automation helps solve a lot of those issues.
62% of restaurants report being understaffed. Industry experts say most of those unfilled jobs could be done by robots. And in California, where the minimum wage for most fast food workers will soon be $20 an hour, fewer workers equals cost savings. Dan Ives is with Wedbush Securities, a wealth management firm.
Once the minimum wage went to 20, that's the bell going off. More and more focus on spending on AI. Because look, that's inflationary. That's the problem. You can't necessarily pass all that to the consumer.
Flippy can cook 250 pounds of French fries an hour.
It's struggling.
Mm-hmm.
They're very, very busy at peak times, and every second that gets added to somebody waiting in drive-through is a lost revenue opportunity for that restaurant.
Is it
No, shut up.
Right.
That's not what we've seen, and it's really here to help people.
Humans at Cali Express will put the finishing touches on orders. For customers, the price of the meals are competitive. As for taste,
is it going to affect the quality and the taste?
I would say yes, in a good way, because now each burger is being cooked precisely the same way every time.
Time will tell whether AI takes over kitchens everywhere. That will be up to the public to chew on.
So my question is, where's all these people are going to get their first jobs now in high school?
Fixing the AI machines. Did you not see the basket there? It was like, hey, they're doing it for the news. Show off for the news. And it was like ramming into the other basket. It's going to decapitate an employee with a knife, and
so it's going to be where it's going to be self-sufficient. It's coming. It's coming.
Well,
it's just weird that they said humans. That was odd how they have to say humans do this. It doesn't make sense. And what if something messes up and breaks?
Well, look at that one McDonald's that took away the human people at the counters, and you have to pay by cards.
Dude, I had to do that today when I went to go face paint. It was not by my house, and they had that, and I just got angry. It was so
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
will not. I don't eat out, but I'm saying I love McDonald's every once in a while. I love their Diet Cokes.
You just want a
But if
sweet.
I go in that restaurant and see something like that, I will not order. Yeah.
That's horrible.
Well, that's why we're making this movie called Showdown in Secret City. It's about AI. It's about the Oak Ridge supercomputer wanting to stay relevant, and it wants to make movies. And we're forced, it tricks us into making the movie it comes up with, which is horrible, but yet everybody loves it. So that's kind of the beginning of our movie, is that we're making a computer-generated movie. But I'm in the my real-time job, besides making movies and stuff, is I'm in the transportation business. You hear about these Uber trucks, these trucks that are going to be robotic going down the highway, depending on GPS. And I'm telling you, I live in Tennessee now. I lose signal, Wi-Fi.
I'll have to come down and visit you now.
I lose. Come on down. It's a great state half the time. There's a lot of. I would bring some good food. That's the only thing about the South, is like the food is ugh. But anyway, but these trucks, man, barreling down the road with robots and cameras and stuff. I mean, I was in Vegas last year. They had the robotic Ubers,
yes,
with an attendant inside.
Have you not seen Cadillac's new robotic car?
Yeah, it's I can't get a car worth of crap that's been made after the year 2012. They keep breaking down. I'm right now. 2 Sundays ago, my car exploded. Literally, ball of fire.
Oh
one of my vehicles for work exploded and knocked me down. And it was like Indiana Jones. There was gasoline coming up under my leg, and the fire was. And I kind of was knocked silly for a second, and I almost got lit up there. But we made it out okay. The funk was not defeated. But this was a 2016 Dodge, and it blew up. And I'm like, man,
So I found your cousin, Vinny.
Oh yeah, is he an attorney?
No, here he is, right here. I'm sorry.
Please.
Oh my gosh, this is a reenactment of what happened to me.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh. That's nice and warm.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can tell them guys. Yeah.
Super smart.
I'm all into Darwinism. Survival of the fittest. Those guys don't need approach.
I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, I'm just.
They want to know, was it a Tesla?
A Tesla.
What are you driving?
No, it was a Dodge, man. It was. We can't even trust a Dodge. I mean, Dodges are cool.
And that poor guy watched that go to that tent, didn't holler, "Buddy, get out of the tent!"
That's horrible.
Maybe he was hungry.
Anyway,
I like a little Indian fedina sometimes, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh God.
Curry's hot, man. It's spicy. That curry's hot and spicy over there.
Did you hear about the robot that attacked the human at Tesla?
No.
He was talking. Yeah, it happened.
So last
it got
show,
angry.
Yeah. So last show we covered it. The robot.
What did it do?
The robot in Texas saw the human turn off the other robots, and he got freaked out and attacked the worker and drew blood. No.
How does it have eyeballs? Does it have
Tesla
eyeballs?
Covered it up. And one of the coworkers lost his stuff and went to the news outlet and told the story. And they went to Tesla and they're like, "We don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah.
Tesla's had some bad PR. Tesla's had some bad PR. Like, there was one of those pizza delivery robots in London ran over somebody, and so
hold up.
Yeah,
we actually played the news clip on the last show, Willis.
Really?
Yes. It's a true story. Hand to God. You never see Grizzlies do a hand to God. Yes, it actually was. I validated before we played it. And Tesla, Elon Musk, I called him out. He covered it up. And some of the workers, they couldn't even work anymore. They were so terrified. It was so graphic. There was blood all over the floor. Yep. They didn't say how much, but yes.
What? I want to say, what does this robot look like? I mean, is it like C-3PO? Is it like the Terminator?
What's that one movie to where iRobot with
Get Out?
Oh,
So
yeah.
how does it know how to attack some? I mean, it was just a punch. Did it grab
This
it?
is where Elon, I think, came forward and is like, I think we need to reevaluate AI.
Right.
Oh,
Because
crap.
remember when he went on record a couple years ago and he's like, we need to reevaluate AI, ladies and gentlemen.
The people who are on the ground of AI have all come out and
Will
said,
Smith, thank you.
yeah, the people that have everybody has said who was in the origins of AI say, okay, we need to stop this right now. Everybody has come out and said, because there was my magician friend, Danny Whitson. He's in our movies and stuff, but he's a comedian magician. He said that the AI now can, those websites that say, "Are you a robot?" You got to sit there and go, "Hey, these are all the bicycles," and then I'm getting so blind I keep getting it wrong, and the cops come out to pull my power supply because they think I'm a robot. But anyway, those captchas. There's AI now that knows how to get around the captchas. It'll say, I'm blind and I can't see. So it'll give it an easier test for it to figure out. And now AI is shooting in through those captchas.
Well, look at Taylor Swift.
What
all those nudie pictures and pornographic pictures that AI did to her. And we got a teacher here in Louisville, Kentucky that took a yearbook, a Catholic yearbook to underage kids. And used AI to use pornographic materials and sell them on the dark web.
Oh god.
Yes.
Dude. What do you mean? Like AI made like them in compromising
He took
positions?
pictures out of a yearbook.
Oh, like
and made and sold them to pedophiles. And that is all over the news here in Louisville, Kentucky right now.
Oh, so he took, I see what you're saying now.
Yearbook pictures.
I was thinking the faculty. Which was always a fantasy of mine. You're saying the kids.
Yes.
Oh man, that guy needs to be stopped. We need to send the Tesla robot after that guy.
Yeah.
Put him in a cage.
They should. You know what? I'd watch it.
Oh man. And this teacher was already on other news broadcasts for other things he's did in the public. It was so yeehaw great. And somebody was like, is that my kid? And I was like, what do you mean is that your kid? I mean, what are you doing out there looking at these photographs? And that's how they found out.
I thought this was supposed to. Lala, you said this was a fun show. What have we done here? This is awful.
All right, so let's turn the tables. So I have been following a social experiment, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to ask Vinny and Lala this social experiment. Can men and women, let's just say women, can women have guy friends?
Oh God. Okay. This is a test question. This is not okay. How do I answer? Yes. Yes, they can. Via internet.
Until they see this. This right here.
He left.
Yeah, there we go. But you said they can. So you are in you're in a relationship. Is it okay to have friends?
Missing a leg, really ugly. Don't speak a lick of English. We're fine. It's okay.
I have lady friends, and it's not sexual. So, I mean, yes. So I go out to eat with them and stuff like that.
All right. What about everybody's like, bye, Vinny?
No.
All right, Lala. What about you?
I don't have any friends at all, so it's okay.
All right. So this guy actually put this to a test out in public, and I'm like, this is going to end up so bad. And I'm like, this is going to be very bad. And I'm not going to show you all the videos. I'm going to show you one video where the guy put this to test. And here we go. And I'm going to explain the other ones because it's bad. And he's actually caused many divorces in action. And here we go.
It's not cool.
All right. This one's 8 years together. Here we go.
7 years. Right? It's married 5 years. 8 years, sorry.
Do y'all trust each other 100%?
Yeah.
Maybe
Yes,
test
no.
swap phones. Come on.
Swap phones.
You wanna go through Snapchat? Yeah. Hey man, she passed the test. We're gonna go through this one. Let's see if he passed the test. Who is Liv? Can we look through the chat? Swipe up. Why didn't I hear from you?
Because they
Talk to me, Robert.
They said stuff. I didn't reply back because I asked her, shit, WWE wrestler. She's like, yeah. And then she kept asking all these questions.
Let's keep swiping up. Are you single? Do you have children?
Probably didn't answer it. I thought it was stupid.
You did.
Hey,
You get all of your fans. You get to know all your fans.
Yeah.
Hello, handsome. Just trying to holler at you. You been texting her back?
Nope.
Yep. Yes, you have.
Well, a little bit, but I didn't pay no attention to her.
A little bit. Oh, poor lady.
Do we keep checking or?
No, because there's gonna be more shit on it.
No.
Yikes.
No. Hey, y'all come here.
So,
Well, there you go. That was fun.
So this guy
was fun.
goes up to couples and does this out in public, and they're like, "Oh yeah, absolutely," and asks the guys, "Does your woman have any guy friends?" And they're like, "Yeah," and he goes, "Do you trust the guy friends?" And he's like, "Is that a yes or no?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, I trust them." And really, and he goes, "Won't you dial one of your guy friends and tell them that you're having marital problems?" And she's like, "Okay, watch what happens." And every one that she dials, "I just want to let you know, baby, I've been in love with you from day one. Why don't you come over and let's hook up?"
Wow.
Bombshell. Divorce right then and there on the spot.
Oh.
That's entrapment, though, man.
No, I always tell people if you're in a relationship, okay, you cannot have other friendships outside that relationship because other people have wrong intentions, whether you do or not.
What
It's
about
not
priest
opposite-
friends?
It's opposite people that have the issues.
I don't know. I got some girlfriends that I would never touch. I don't know. I've got a
You
unique one.
wouldn't. Yeah. You wouldn't.
But I'm
But
ugly.
the
They wouldn't
opposite
touch
other-
me either.
No, you'll be surprised. And now I can show the other videos. I won't because it's heartbreaking.
No.
And this guy does not discriminate between age, sex, disability, or anything. And he tests this out with everybody.
Is this
And
on
everybody's
YouTube?
like, yes, yeah. Just Google it on Google, YouTube, TikTok, and it is amazing.
That's
And it's a
evil.
social experiment. And I always said this from get-go, and I try to explain this to people. And yes, if this is Jonathan Willis, if you want to come on and run your chops, Grizzly Chris, send me a message, and I will send you a link. You just can't use foul language on the show.
Who's
It's
that?
not entrapment because people will show their true colors. I'm sorry. So, look, Gene, divorce, absolutely.
Speaking of which, here we go. I wrote down
Because that guy should not have any extramarital conversations outside his relationship, but he was, and he got caught in a lie. No, I'm not. Yes, you are.
All right, listen. I'm in love with this YouTube channel, and it's body language experts. Okay, and so it's interesting. There's micro expressions everywhere, right? And so I wrote down ones of people how to tell somebody likes you secretively, how to tell someone doesn't like you, and how to tell somebody's lying. Are you ready?
Yeah, man.
Okay. So if somebody likes you, listen, not everybody, some people just do weird stuff, but if they tilt their head, they like you. If they smile with their teeth and eyes, they like you. If they mirror your movements, they like you, which is a compliment. And then, so touching hair, so beards or hair, that means I like.
Where the hell are you getting this information?
They're FBI people. It's true. It's because they don't know you're just doing this or you're going like that. It because your body, you know what I mean? I'm serious. Watch. Next time, pay attention when you're talking to somebody. See what they do.
Oh, I pay attention. Trust me.
If they don't like you, they make less eye contact. They cross their arms to like disconnect, and they lean away. And if they're lying, they get sweaty, dry mouth. It could be cotton mouth, so they might not be lying.
Oh, all liars get cotton mouth, or they sip on an empty cup.
Too much eye contact. That means they could be trying to persuade.
I disagree with that. First thing you have to do is you have to understand their baseline. Once you understand their baseline,
that's what they say. Yeah.
Once you understand their baseline of questioning, and you ask certain questions, then you can determine if somebody's being deceitful or not.
That's true. Yeah, that's what they say that too. And
my baseline is this: do 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 do.
Anyway, that was it.
So I'm getting ready to bring somebody on. You know the rules, BFR 812. You can't smoke on the show.
Can't smoke.
No.
What is this? Is this guy coming at you for something or what?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'll take anybody on. I'm not scared.
Come on.
Don't hurt
and when he's ready, give me thumbs up. I'll bring him on, Mr. Willis. Let me see thumbs up.
What you talking about?
He goes by BFR 812. 812 is his area code from Indiana. Jonathan, you ready? Let me know. Give me thumbs up when you're ready.
He said thumbs up in the chat box.
All right, here we go. Welcome.
What's up, brother man? I'm over here in the Bat Cave.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the show. You are live.
Man, that's crazy.
I know, right?
We ain't done this in a couple years now, huh?
It's been a while. Yes, sir.
Now, I want to say, okay, so as far as what everybody was saying about the platonic friends kind of deal.
Uh-huh.
Man, I tell you, I think women are the worst about it. I think men can have female friends. I really do. And I think women can also, so don't nobody, crucify me here. But I just got out of a relationship where I wasn't allowed to have friends. I wasn't allowed to have female friends.
No.
But my partner would blatantly hit on her guy friends, flirt with them in front of me. So I wanted to say, man, I think women are almost the worst about it. I think women are almost the worst about it. Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
No, I'm not. So my belief, let me turn down my mic, it's a little hot. My belief is, and somebody asked me about this on one of the shows, is that if I'm in a relationship with somebody, my phone is available for anybody that person I'm with. That phone vibrates.
Absolutely.
And they want to pick it up and tell me, Lala, just text, read me the text and reply back this message. That is her right. I do not have nothing to hide. If that phone rings, that phone's next to her, and she wants to answer it, I don't have a problem with it. I have nothing to hide. And because people are broken, and they're broken because of trust issues. And I am here to build that trust with that person I am in relationship because of the past trauma they have dealt with in their life. And they are overthinkers, and overthinkers are always in a thought process. And I'm here to stop that thought process. And that's just my belief. Timothy says, I'm not giving up my female friends for anyone. I didn't say you. That's your life. I'm talking about my life.
See, I got one of my ex-girlfriends that went after we broke up. She decided to go and message any of my female friends, right? And I'm talking girls that I grew up with. You know what I mean? We went to high school together. We were friends way the hell back. You know what I mean? That was it. She decided to message them, and then so my friends are like, "Who's this?" why is she getting angry?
Yeah, but if you're in a relationship, right, you should have the respect for your other half, not to have certain conversations, and that's my point. And the
Yes,
conversations
but
like
for
that guy
somebody
was
for
having
somebody to go through
behind his
later.
girlfriend's back and having inappropriate conversations like he was having and denying it, that's wrong.
Oh no, that's definitely wrong.
Mhm.
But for a woman to go through after the relationship and start messaging female friends of her previous, boyfriend,
Well, that's your fault for not understanding
That's
good judge of character.
Ooh.
I'm just being honest, and hey, it's rough.
People get
And
tricked
I know.
sometimes.
Yes,
I
they
made a
do.
lot of mistakes, and
Hey,
most of them were pretty
brother,
attractive.
I have too, and I'm not going to deny that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Why do you
Yes,
think I'm
sir.
single right now?
Me too, brother. Me too.
I'm
I'm
very
single
picky.
because
I'm
I'm
not
single
gonna
because my
deny
kid
that.
matters more.
I'm not going to deny that. So, and Vinny, you're awful quiet, and we hitting some nerves here.
He's eating.
Let's how can I put it? I
Rebecca's
just
like,
don't
I need to
have.
stay out of this one. No,
I just-
Rebecca, jump in, ring the bell, ding ding.
I just don't have. I don't have problems in
Ding.
this field, so I don't know. I don't know what to say. I just operate a little differently than most people. Let's put it that way.
And that's fine. That's your life. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong. I mean, everybody chooses their own life, the way they live their own life, and their own morals and character. That's fine. So I don't have a problem with any of that. But I'm just saying, I showed that video for a reason, because a lot of people are in relationships that think they are in a true relationship or not. And that's the hard fact.
I love
long time.
I love the absolute, vastness of your podcast.
Oh man, you never know with me.
You never know what it's gonna be.
We were talking about that.
Let's talk about Bigfoot. Let's talk about ghosts. Let's talk about relationships.
So,
have you ever had seen a ghost light like Vinny was talking about?
I will tell you. I told Chris a story last year. I don't know if you remember this, bub. I was out with a friend of mine and my son, and we kayaked probably roughly 10 miles and camped. I think we the first day we did probably about 5 to 8 miles and camped. And the second night we did a couple of miles and camped, and we cleared a campsite. We primitive camp. So like we set traps or we throw out trot lines to catch fish. And we forage for mushrooms, wild onions, cattails. We take the cattail roots, boil them like potatoes and eat them. But anyways.
Oh my God.
You can eat them?
Oh yeah. The cattail roots is the cattail is a tuber.
The roots.
The root is a tuber like a potato, and anything you can do with a potato, you can do with cattail roots. It's awesome. And then we'd find wild onions, we'd find wild mushrooms. Like I said, I got this neat little trick with rat traps, where I take and I will take rat traps and I will put a hole in them, so I can tie a string on them and tie them around a tree and bait them with peanut butter, and I catch squirrels.
What is it?
I catch squirrels.
Yeah,
okay. Tree rats. Yeah. And so like we'll eat squirrels, or we'll eat, we catch catfish, bass, everything out of the river and creeks and stuff that we're in. Anyways, we were at this little like peninsula where the creek forked, and friend of mine was the granddaughter of a Choctaw shaman, and she had sent me, before she passed away, all her grandfather's recipes for like his teas, his tinctures, his cure-alls, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had taken everything to make this tea. I got all the herbs together to make this tea to go on like a vision quest. And at the time, like I was still kind of apprehensive about it, like on the fence about believing everything, but made this tea. And me and my friend and my son all drank this tea. And we were just sitting around a fire. And we decided that we were going to walk down to the shoreline and just sit and, watch the water, watch the moon. And all of a sudden,
what? Vinny, what'd you do? Kick him?
Something came out of the woods and got his throat.
Damn, he was right. Vinny, why'd you kick him?
Hey, I just I was going a little long there.
Anyways, but it's nice to have you, Jonathan.
Somebody to go.
Round of applause. But yeah, if you want to come on the show, ladies and gentlemen, I have no qualms. So, but it was nice to hear from him. But yeah, I don't know what happened. Did you kick him?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I did.
Did you really?
Lala don't have it.
I don't know.
I guess he lost connection. I don't know. So, anyways.
Well, let me finish this story.
All right, go ahead.
So there I was in the swamp eating cattails. And I was making French fries with the robots that we got from Tesla at the new hamburger joint with the cattail potatoes. And there was no ketchup. So I looked up at the moon. Anyway, that was going somewhere.
I enjoyed that. That was good.
They said the X came for him.
Yeah. They got him. It was time to go cuck.
Was he talking about a psychedelic tea?
No.
He said visions, so I just assumed.
He ain't talking about that. You're all Larry. That's funny.
I don't know. Visions always make me think tripping. I don't know. Not that I've never accidentally 2 times, but not on purpose.
But now a lot of people, Indians used to, I don't know if they still do, but the cattails, the tubes and everything on them.
So yeah, when he said that, I thought he was talking about the fluffy hot dog looking part at the end. I was like,
yeah. Now, a lot of parents will actually prank their kids eating those. It's nasty.
They look like dip dogs, right? That's why.
Yeah, corn dogs.
Yeah, kids go out there and be like.
So yeah, but no.
This chat is weirder than the show is.
Well, you never know. So yeah, but So what do you I forgot what I was going to say. Y'all cracked me up. The Tardy Network, he's thought about it. Thought about what? Eating cattails? Is this Vinny? This is one of your fans.
Some of these people have no idea what's happening. And,
I'm lost.
I'd say most of us don't know what's happening. I think we should just pray and read some sort of holy book together. Or smoke some cattails with a Tesla robot, and then we'll be happy.
Oh my Lord!
Well, this is fun.
I can't believe a lot of people didn't know about the Tesla thing. Oh, I tell you, I got something that's very disturbing. So during my research, I've researched throughout the week. This lady from a nursing home calls 911. And she's got a medical emergency, and she's refusing to do what the 911 operator is telling her to do. Now, if this is your loved one, ladies and gentlemen, you need to stop and reiterate and rethink of where your loved one's at and listen to what happens. This is for real. I actually validated it, and you can Google it. And let me play it. In action.
Yeah, we can't do CPR. Okay, then hand the phone to the passerby. You can't do it. I need to hand it to the passerby. I'll have her do it. Or if you've got any citizens there, I'll have them. No. Anybody there can do CPR. Give them the phone, please. I understand if your facility is not willing to do that, give the phone to that passerby, that stranger that has it sent. This woman's not breathing enough. She's going to die if we don't get this started. Do you understand? I understand. Okay. I am a nurse, but I cannot have our other senior citizens who don't know CPR. I will instruct them. We're in a dining room. I will instruct them. Is there anyone there who's willing? Okay. I don't understand why you're not willing to help them.
The hell?
Okay, great. Then I'll walk you through it all. EMS takes the liability for this, Colleen. I'm happy to help you. Okay, this is EMS protocol. Okay. I don't know where he is, but he's yelling at me and saying that we have to have one of our other residents perform CPR until instruct, and I'm not going to do that. And
Oh my God.
Colleen, is there anybody that works there that's willing to do it? We can't. Are we just going to wait? We're going to let this lady die? Well, that's why we're calling 911. We can't wait.
Can you
Did she
imagine that?
try to kill her? Maybe she's the
So
one.
the patient ends up dying.
Dude.
Now, if I was that family member, I would sue that nursing home for everything they have, and I would close them down.
It's hard to do that, though.
I would. I would do it.
Well,
I mean,
why couldn't she do it?
That's awful.
I don't understand why.
Worry about liability. Dispatcher told her you don't have no liability.
Right.
No, there's a Good Samaritan law, right? Like if you're trying
That is correct.
Provide aid, even if you break the ribs and you screw
Break
up.
the ribs, you do something wrong, and they still die. You are protected by law.
Because you tried your best to save somebody's life.
That is correct.
That just is a marker about where we're going as a society, where we're just like, I'm inconvenienced, or I don't want to do this, or I don't want to touch this person. And I don't even learn. I think everybody should know how to learn. I think they should teach CPR in high school.
Yep.
They've made it easier too. You're not even supposed to do the mouth to mouth. All you're supposed to do is the chest compressions. Because the mouth to mouth never fade. They were like, that really doesn't do anything. So, and if you've ever done CPR on a human being, which by the way sucks, doing the mouth to mouth, and then going back and straddling them to do the chest compression, it will wear you out. That's the point of that, though, is the senior citizens standing around shouldn't do it, because it actually, doing CPR can wear you out, and it's exhausting. And
if she had a DNR in place, Tammy, she would have said she has a DNR. We cannot. But she said we called 911 because we didn't know what to do.
Yeah. And there should be somebody on staff. I just imagine the staff, any orderly or any nurse or anything that's at a facility should be able to do 911.
The fact that she was like, "Oh, this person's yelling at me." No, we're trying to get you to save somebody's life. You know,
right? Yeah, I would like to know more of the backstory on it. I know when I read it, she did end up dying. So
she better hope that nurse's name doesn't get out on the internet.
But it's horrible. So another story I came across of, what would you do if you're out hiking and come across an animal attack? How would you handle yourself?
I would just cry.
An animal what?
Animal attacking you.
Oh, well, it depends on the animal. A squirrel, I could box its ears. Oh, a giant brown grizzly bear, that would be different. There's an old saying, because I live in Tennessee now. Right. You'll like this, Grizzly, because it's about bears and it rhymes. And if it rhymes, it's true. If it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lie down. And if it's white, good night. That means you're dead.
Oh, interesting.
The polar bear will kill you.
All right. In action.
Damn.
That's a black one, right?
Yeah.
Watch carefully. A man in the video is hiking up a mountain.
Has no idea.
This sport not only requires super strength and stamina, but also great courage.
That was the first problem.
And you never know what unknown creatures you might encounter in the mountains. So it is recommended that when you go to the mountains for fun, you better check the map first to see if this is the territory of any large animals. This way you will be safer. After admiring the beautiful scenery, the man was ready to go down the mountain. But the man who only cared about his feet did not realize that danger was quietly approaching. Suddenly,
Oh
the
my
man
God.
heard a frantic roar from above his head. He looked up and saw a black bear rushing towards him. The man's legs went soft when he saw this scene, but he had no time to think. His strong survival instinct told him he had to fight back, even without any tools. The man used his deafening voice and his fists as big as sandbags to completely repel the gray bear. The man who came to his senses was already limp, but he had to climb up. In case the black bear came back,
Was that a
he
baby
would be
bear?
doomed.
No.
It is understood.
Pretty big.
Big for me.
The
yeah.
man accidentally entered the black bear's territory.
This
The
guy's
black
killing me.
bear attacked the man, mainly to protect its cubs.
Cubs.
Oh.
Didn't know that cubs were around. When I first saw that, that freaked me out. I always carry something big when I go out. So, yeah,
Well,
the voice was, voiceover was too much. But people don't think about this, right? They really don't when they go out in the woods.
Well, that voiceover, that guy was a little too excited. I mean, it seemed like he was sitting on his chair doing this, going, he went limp. How do we know?
I would have went limp. I would have passed out.
Well, I'm glad he didn't have a red shank.
Code brown?
Red shank going on there. But anyway, he did exactly what you're supposed to. You're supposed to fight the black bear, and that was a black bear, and it worked. I thought that the thing that I thought was interesting was he almost judo threw the bear off the mountain in the beginning.
If he wasn't on that cliff, he
Yeah.
would have been toast.
That would have been rough. Here's the thing. Quit going outside. It's overrated. It's absolutely overrated. The woods it's dangerous. There's things out there that'll kill you. You'll get rashes and sweat in your crotch. I've done it before. I hate it. I'm reporting that the good Lord made air conditioning for a reason, so we don't have to go outside and see that stupid crap.
What's the craziest animal or the biggest animal that ever went after you guys? Me, it was just, I think, a snake once, and I was on my horse, and a dog chased us. That was about it.
Chipmunk.
You can look this up. I have a record. I think I said this on your show before. I have a professional sports record. I'm the only person in professional basketball history that's ever had 2 packs of wild animals attack him in a single game. So I've had 2 packs of dogs attack me.
Oh my God.
In the course of one basketball. Yeah. So I've had 2 packs of dogs.
No.
So the next one is called Kentucky Karma. This actually made the news up here. If y'all not heard this, I can't believe it made TikTok. This guy made a snowman, and somebody did not like the snowman and decided to take it out.
Oh my God.
It's bad. It's bad. And that's why it's called Kentucky Karma. I'm trying to hit play. Here we go. I can't help it. It's funny because people up in Kentucky do stuff like this.
Oh God.
Let me get this.
Frosty the Snowman right there totaled someone's vehicle and ruined their day because Frosty was really a tree.
Oh, it's not going to play now. Let's see here. Let me back it up a little. See.
I'm pregnant with anticipation.
Oh, it's not going to play. But anyways, the guy made a tree stump, a snowman, and the guy drives his car into the yard to run it over.
Oh my God. Smart.
And he totals his car out.
So he was just wanting to destroy a snowman or whatever.
Right. Let me.
That would have been fun to do.
Let me try it one more time. The story's hilarious. I mean, it's just all get out. Let me try it one more time here.
Oopsies.
Let's see here. Share.
Where did my screen? Oh.
Do you think that Frosty guy's trying to get back at us? Is what he's doing to the internet?
Really a treat. Check
This
this out.
towering triple stack of snowballs in northern Kentucky has a lot of character, much like the people who built it. This snowman was packed with purpose by Cody Lutz, his fiancee Lucy, and his soon-to-be sister-in-law, because this weekend marked several new snow experiences for two of the newest Petersburg homeowners.
We were playing in the snow. She's from Mississippi, so this is the most snow she's ever seen in her entire life. I'm from Buffalo. This is no big deal. I love the snow.
Lutz loves it so much that he took snowman building to the extreme, using a massive
Am I losing
tree
my
stub
mind?
as the base for their top hat topped creation.
So they built a snowman out of a tree.
Saw the soon-to-be Lutz family's creation and tried to fracture Frosty with the front end of their truck, but they quickly realized their mistake when the plowed-away snow showed Frosty's roots.
Instant karma, Ken. It's hilarious.
Yes, karma.
You know, what goes around comes around, in good ways and bad ways. So I guess probably everybody learns a valuable lesson here from Frosty.
See, you shouldn't be destroying
I
people's
mean, why would you
property.
drive that far off the road to hit a damn snowman?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you live in Kentucky, you're bored a lot and probably smashed on Tennessee whiskey or something. I mean, that's
Why is the
Yeah.
dude laughing? I mean, because let me tell you something. We used to do the curly shuffle.
What is that?
I can't, not on the air. I'll tell you after there. But we used to do the curly shuffle when we was younger.
Well, Silverback says this is called a Toledo drive-by up in Toledo when you run over a snowman. So,
So, yeah, curly shuffle is funnier than hell.
I'm Googling that.
don't do that. It's gonna you'll
Don't tell them what you come up with.
you'll end up on a list, Lala, if you look that up.
Oh my god.
So yeah, it's anyways, but yeah, the curly shuffle's funny. I live in Michigan, and I can honestly say I never did that. Scott, shut the front door. Really?
Have you ever asked
He
Scott?
must have called it something different.
Ask Scott if he's ever seen the Paulding light. Speaking of ghost lights, there's a pretty infamous ghost light up there in Paulding. We got somebody else in the UP. That's where the Paulding light is. Any of you cats seen the Paulding light? Pause.
Stone Hobbit out riding with a friend. This huge black snake comes out of off a course stop that took up the whole road. Basically stood up and looked at us. What? Wow.
Huh.
Said we don't mean you no harm, and it calmed down and went on its way. I would have ran over that damn thing.
Don't say that.
Is a ghost light also called an orb?
No, an orb it's similar in a way. A lot of people will show orbs and they're just dust or refractions of light. An orb has to emanate its own light, and a ghost light normally is in one spot, and there's some sort of story or legend, and it's a reoccurring thing. And it could be, some people said it's swamp gas, some people say it's refracted light or something like that. But a ghost light typically is in one spot. And we down in Nichols, South Carolina, if you've never heard of it, it's because no one lives there. It's one of these places that's near a bunch of hurricane towns that's got hit so many times with hurricanes that nobody but this particular ghost light, if you watch our episode called the Causey Light, because it's on Causey Road in Nichols, South Carolina, it's we captured it. I mean, we got out to do we were setting up for the TV shoot, and we saw the Causey Light. I couldn't believe it. I thought we were wasting our time. And it's amazing. It was amazing. There was orange, there was red, there was blue, there was green inside of the light.
Wow.
And then we did all sorts of tests. We got in the car. Was that a car light? Was that a flashlight? Was that a reflection? Every light looked vastly different. Our own production lights. but it looked
that's pretty wild.
And it sat there for over the train track. And we're talking, man, other people been like, it was just a guy out there. It was flat and there's nothing out there. There's nothing. In fact, this is the perfect spot for ghost light because the road ends. It turns into a big muddy nothing and there's no houses or nothing. And it's just, so it either was a creepy guy at 2 a.m. with a giant light or it was something paranormal. So it was wild, man. And the lady friend, a friend of mine who's a female, she I've never touched her butt. We actually did kiss because we were in a movie together. But anyway, it was platonic. It was just for and it was in front of her husband, even though he kind of had a tear coming down like a Native American that just saw somebody litter.
Ladies and gentlemen.
But anyway, she went out there and with that same guy, she actually captured the Causey light too. So there's something out there funky.
Now, what's the name of that canyon where the lights are up on the canyon wall?
I don't know. I've heard about that. I think because
where they say the Indians are up in the canyons with torches and.
Ooh, that would be awesome to check out. I don't know. Come
on, Standing Stones. What is it called? Everybody goes and sees it and watches it.
Do they
did
say
a show on it?
Oh yeah, do they say is it captured a lot? I mean, people see these lights.
Go out there and you can park and look across the canyon. I'm at to Google it now.
I know the most notorious one that I know of is the Paulding light, but the Paulding light is not nearly as impressive what I've seen on TV and videos than the one down in this Nichols. The craziest thing about Nichols, South Carolina, the Causey light, is there's no story. Like normally it's like there's a train and there was a bunch of handicapped children playing marbles and they were all deaf and they didn't hear the train and the train smashed them. And then now there's a light and there's a guy with a lantern. He's the guy from the caboose. And now he comes out every, night telling people to watch out for the children on the tracks. There's no story with the Causey light, and I think that's more interesting because
no, they're not the Marfia lights, Standing Stones. I'm looking it up now. It's
I've heard of the
always
Marfia
captured. Yeah, they're always captured, and I think there's something to do with the ancient Indians or something, and they're I can't remember what they're called. Daggone, I hate when I do that. You all know what I'm talking about. Everybody does. They're real famous.
Is it in Texas? Somebody says
it could be. I don't know.
It's somewhere out west, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. And
I'd love to see that.
They think they're old miners or old Indians up in the hills with lanterns. And somebody got a picture of somebody standing up on the rocks. They don't know how somebody got up there. Like, who the hell's that?
Oh.
But I can't find what it is. But some kind of canyon lights, yeah.
I'll look it up. I think that's interesting. I'd love to go see that.
But yeah, people go out there all the time in the summer and camp out. Jim Cameron at Dawn says they're Martha lights.
Martha lights?
Maybe that's what it is. Let me type that in. Martha lights.
Marfa.
That looks like a word that's spelled backwards. It's half ram. That makes more sense.
No, that's not it.
Marfa.
Annual events, live music. It's an event festivals. Well, maybe that is it. Yeah, maybe that is it then. Mystery lights are sometimes red, blue, white, usually appear randomly throughout the night, no matter what the season or weather. Most reports, but they're usually up in the mountains. But I don't see pictures of them in the mountains. Let me check the images out. Images. It's coming up with... I have to do more research, but that may be it. But these are up in the mountains, in the hills, and they're on face cliffs, and people cannot get over to there. that's the thing. That's the thing about this mystery is no human can get over to this face cliff to have these lights.
Oh wow.
You would have to climb, right? You'd have to be like a
No,
climber.
you can't climb. That's how
too steep.
Yes. So it's very weird. So maybe it's it. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. But we did a show on it. A couple of Lala says that is. Bob said it is it. So
Yeah.
we did a show on it a couple years ago. So it
I'm gonna
was
look it
very,
up.
very interesting. And there's some good photographs of some people that's posted them out there online. So
I've never
yeah,
even
the
heard
mystical
of it.
plasma, yeah, all different kind of stuff, and nobody can explain the phenomenon. And they think it's the old ancient Indians out there. Something about their tribe got killed, and they're coming back and haunting. They're leading their tribe across the face cliff to safety or something like that. I don't know if it's true or not, but
I believe it.
so how far? We're at a general ballpark. Do you live in Tennessee, roughly? Not trying to be exact since we're on the air.
Oh, Gatlinburg area.
Oh, I got family down there, so
yeah. I moved. Yeah, we moved down here. I lived in Knoxville for years.
Right.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Oh yeah, I googled the images. That's interesting.
Did it show on the side of a face cliff?
Yeah, these lights on the side of a cliff.
Okay, then that's it. Then they're not out in the desert. They're on the side of a face cliff. You can, like I said, you can't get over to it.
It's called Marfa Ghost Lights.
And you can park across from it, and it's got these a fence like an old fence like you would on a range, you know, like a cowboy range.
Yeah.
A wooden fence. You park up there, and you can just sit out there with your cameras. You can just take pictures of it. So, Cryptid said, "Share that she doesn't know how."
Me
She's
no
looking
no.
on the phone. So, hello, Melinda. Welcome to the show.
I think the only time I've seen a ghost light 2 times. One was over the neighbor's house. It was so cool. It was very quick, but it was big, probably the size of like, I don't know, my face, I guess. It was very bright, and it just hovered for a little bit and then went away.
Well,
I saw it with my own eyes, you know.
I was sharing videos earlier, or a video. I've got videos of lights in the woods out behind. And it's weird because it looks like a camera. And I was telling Val, there's no cameras there. Because when I went to put the cameras up, I'll walk that way. When I got the cameras, I walked by that way. And plus, in the daytime, you don't see any straps on the trees. And somebody's like, is it a portal? Hell, I don't know. But it does. It's like a flash. And it's like, woo, woo, and it lights up because it lights up a deer. Now, I show a picture of a camera in front of a camera that lights up, and it shows a deer in front of another camera. But it's weird. I caught that with the rod and some oars and some other stuff. And I don't know. It's very interesting. So that's why I said, Vinny, maybe we ought to go camping because they wanted me to camp in the woods. I'm like, hell no, I ain't doing that Blair Witch stuff. So
I love doing that stuff. I love finding stuff. But it could be a lot of things. There could be somebody. I always think the scarier things are human beings. It's like the Scooby-Doo fable. It could be somebody in your backyard with a light. That's scarier than any paranormal stuff.
I had over 37 cameras out, and I had them in a pattern to where if you got caught on one camera, I can go back and find you on different sectors. And
do you just have that to try to capture Bigfoot? Is that the main reason?
We got something going on out back, and we got some partial tracks. We got images of something hairy. We don't know what they are because it's not like you got a picture of a clear creature, right? It's always picture of hair, but it's not like a squirrel or raccoon. It's something like, what the hell is that? You know, what is that? So we're trying to figure it out, but it's weird is because I was trying to explain some of the cameras are malfunctioning, and it's weird how they're malfunctioning at certain times. It's just not adding up. It's whatever. Hey, Yolanda, welcome to the show.
Did you get any images of real people walking back there?
Yeah, behind the house I did, and I showed that live on the show, which I just put an SD card in and start going through the footage.
Right.
As soon as you stepped in the woods, a couple with a kid and their dog, black dog.
Oh,
But out in the woods, no. When I say out in the woods, we're talking 20 minutes or further. No, nobody, no human
Do you
activity at all.
live, again, not trying to out you, do you live, what state do you live in?
Outside Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
I live in a rural county.
Okay. So
I don't live far from you.
We're in the same.
I was in Lexington, Kentucky. I moved last year right outside Louisville. So
Yeah, well, the Lexington's almost identical to Knoxville in a lot of ways.
Right.
Same size and all that stuff too. So,
right.
College town.
So, but there's something going on. We just don't know what it is. So I'm just playing with it and teetering with the cameras. I got some more cameras coming. Trying some different tactics. It's interesting. So they've been out since October, and I just picked them up February 2nd.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you go through everything yet?
I still got 7 SD cards left.
You need help?
How am I going to send them to you?
I don't know, but I like doing that stuff.
So it's pretty interesting.
Do you have any cameras in your house where your dolls are overnight?
No, just my studio cameras.
You gonna? You should...
No, hell no. When they're not moving like they used to, right?
Okay.
That was spooky because they would suicide jump off the top of the studio desk during my show. No, I'm good.
Karate chop you.
Yeah. So, absolutely. Good to do it. I remember that night I fell asleep in the studio on my chase lounge, and I had that REM pod, and remember my foot hit it, and it scared the hell out of me, and I fell off.
No.
Yeah, I was like, "What the?" But yeah. But
oops, sorry.
Yeah, I did drown him in holy water, and I bind him with holy prayers and everything. What in the world are you doing, Vinny?
Sit-ups.
I knocked a damn drink into my computer, and now it's
I do that all the time. Somebody had to send me a sippy cup.
Yeah.
One of my people sent me a sippy cup like a couple years ago, so I still use it. It's a pain.
I'm trying to dry out the USB. It went into the USB port. So
They're like, bring the dolls out. No.
Can you bring a doll? Come on, please. It's my half birthday today.
Yeah, I got my crucifixes right here. I got my holy water right here. So
it's the scariest one.
Yes, I did bind them. I'm absolutely standing stones. I bound them a whole lot, and that one show I squirted the hell out of them with holy water, if you remember. So everybody's saying happy half birthday.
You said dental floss and holy water.
I didn't want to read it because I was trying to keep from laughing.
It said that. Standing stones.
So yeah.
Thank you.
So everybody's wishing happy half birthday.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it.
I was wondering if you got attacked by your ex.
That weird tweaker came out of the closet trying to kill me. I had to fend him off with a Tesla robot.
But I mean, really, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ever bored, go out there and look about that guy doing that social experiment about those couples. It's wild. It's like, yeah, you really think your wife and whatever. Anyways, but yeah,
I felt bad for the lady. I did.
I'm just telling you.
First of all, she could do way better, and then that's just the extra kick. When you know what I mean. Anyway.
Sorry.
There were some doozers. It really is.
Maybe she's got a secret boyfriend and a second secret phone. Maybe I knew somebody that had a secret phone.
Yeah, that's bad mojo. It always comes back on you. So what are you working on now, Vinny? Anything new coming out?
Yeah, we've got we investigated the Scott County Jail, which is a pretty historic jail in Tennessee.
Yeah, that is.
And we're going to do, in about 2 weeks, we're going to come out with the Wrestling with Ghosts on our YouTube channel for that. And we got we use a lot of comedy to investigate, and that's what I've said before with you guys, but we do a lot of fun stuff. And one of the things, we had very a very, very, very Luke Walker type evidence on that show. Which, if you know Luke, he's a nut job.
Mhm.
He's my tag team partner. Who's almost 7 feet tall, and he's a goofball. But that's a good episode, and I can't wait, and we'll start advertising that here in a couple days. And
awesome!
And
he's a talented musician too.
Well, he's a musician.
Yeah.
I mean, have you heard him? No, he's good. No, he's a professional musician. So I used to be that. I used to do that too back in the day. But he's one of those guys that hangs out in Gatlinburg and sings all the time, and people throw him money to stop. So that's how he pays his bills.
Oh, y'all crack me up.
Yeah, it's an interesting way to go about it, right? It's kind of going in. I want to be in the music industry. It's like I'm here to make people feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah, about themselves.
Yeah.
Is that what you've been playing with this whole time during the whole show's your damn stress ball?
I like squeezing it. I don't know why. That didn't sound right. Anyway, I've got different.
It's instinct, honey. It's all evolutionary. It's all inside of us.
They want to know what's your song, Vinny. And
Vinny's song. I mean, I used to sing Car Wash at karaoke, and I used to.
I knew you was going to say. How did I know you was going to say that?
I don't know. I won. I used to make it very aggressive too, because it's the happiest song in the world. And I would tell people that I saw their car outside, and I'd like point my finger. Your car, get it in here today. Car wash. And I actually got one guy wanted to fight me after I did it once. It's a fun song. Good movie too.
That's great.
Oh my gosh!
Get your car washed today. It's like, don't yell at me in front of my kids. You fill up, you won't have to pay.
I love Benny.
My pal had a big ass. Oh. According.
I had to stop and read that twice too. I was like,
does your pal have a phone number?
I had to read that twice. I'm like, am I reading this right?
Can I have a secret friend on my phone?
I'll see. They love you. I told you. Where did I drop my dang ball? Man. Oh well, whatever. I dropped my ball.
Yeah, I know that song's playing in my head now at the car wash. By the way. So
I know I had 2 balls in here. I dropped
Thomas's
one.
birthday's tomorrow.
Who?
Thomas.
Happy birthday. Early birthday.
Yes.
We
Did
should all
Vinny
get
freeze? He froze. I was like, what's he doing? let me help him out here.
He got really emotional about the car wash.
Yeah, he did. He was just like, I just thought he was being happy for a moment. So, did the soda fry the computer? Yeah, I think he did fry his computer. I mean, did you hear the liquid hit the floor? It was like a lot.
Yeah.
So I've done it many a time, so I know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
So,
he's so funny.
Yeah. I know Standing Stones. I know what you meant once I read it 3 times. But when you first read it, it was like, what? Yes, happy birthday, Thomas. Absolutely.
Happy birthday.
So I don't know if Vinny's coming back or not, but we'll go ahead and call it. So
And everybody should go check out Vinny's page and check out his movies he's made and videos and Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. So
yeah, absolutely. He's a real nice guy. I have to go down and really see him. He's not that far from me, really. Just probably maybe a 3-hour drive, if that, maybe.
Yeah, he's very nice.
Because I forgot he moved. Knoxville was probably about a 6-hour drive because he was on the other end of the state.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now it's more like a straight shot, so it's not that far.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I'm game. Definitely. So now if he wants to camp out in the woods, I'll probably consider it up here. Because they were trying to talk me into it the other night. I'm like, are you nuts?
By yourself?
Yeah. They're like, we'll be with you in the live. No.
No. Too many horror movies I've seen with people in tents and
I know.
you know.
I know, right? So that's creepy. I mean, because when I showed Val that picture, he was like, Grizzly. I'm like, I know.
I like that picture a lot. The skyfish or the
No, see, you call it skyfish. The
What do you
rod.
call
No, I showed him the hairy picture. And
I
I
didn't see
think I deleted the one that where it walked around the other camera and I got this side of the shoulder and the hair off of it. And it looks like a Cocker Spaniel hair. And because it's long and it's curly. And that's why I'm saying it's not I don't know. But
was it the same hair as last time when you caught
No.
Because that was weird too.
So, and because I showed Val, and I'll show you this picture, and I showed pictures of animals going up on the camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to know, tell me what this is, because this is wild. I've caught this on many cameras, and I don't know who's still in the room or not, but I'll show this. I haven't showed this one because I try not to show pictures. I don't know what they are because I don't want people like, oh, but. I don't know what this is. And some people has told me what it is, and it's freaked me out. Are you ready?
Yes.
Action. Now, this camera is 6 foot off the ground.
Okay.
Now, the first thing that I thought it was a deer, but deer does not look like that on trail cams. The deer, you will see a deer. You will see pictures of the deer come into the frame. This goes all the way around the tree, just like this on all the pictures. So this is weird. I got this on other cameras as well at a distance. It's like it's glowing. I don't know what it is.
That's weird.
It is weird. But if you look up here at the top part on the corner. See it glowing in the top right-hand corner? So, Cryptid Cowboy, I have no idea what the hell this is. I don't. This is I didn't want to really show it to anybody, but what the heck?
It's a light being or something.
I don't know. People are saying that, but I don't know what it is. But this is 6 foot off the ground. And the more and more I look at it, the more and more I think by looking at it from a distance around the tree, this looks like the shoulder going up to the head part.
I was going to say.
Is the radiant part off the head. It's glowing. It's emitting light.
Right. Maybe.
Now, I had some people in the UFO field said that's an alien. And
I was
I'm like,
going to say.
That creeped me out as well.
At least it's not a serial killer. You know what I mean?
So no, it's not. So I thought that at first, Jim, camera at dawn, but the problem is the other cameras would have caught that image of the person with clothing. Okay. I've got this on another camera at a distance in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
It's glowing. It's emitting light.
Mm-hmm.
I've got it looks like flashes of light in the woods. It looks like somebody's taking a picture. So I don't know.
Can you send that to me? I want to see something in the background later.
So, but this is what's wild. Now, no, you're right. See, because if it was a deer, first off, it would have showed up in the other pictures because this tree has 4 cameras on it. Mm-hmm. This thing came across the tree, around the tree, and it looks just like this. Mm-hmm. And as it goes away from the tree, it looks just like this. And you can see, and I showed on other videos of deer coming up to the camera, sniffing the camera, the deer with antlers right in front of the camera. You can tell it's an animal. And that's why I'm saying, that's why I showed those videos on the other show. I don't know, Yolanda. I have no idea. So for me, I have to go back because I have them on another hard drive with the other ones. That's why I'm trying to categorize all these videos on certain ones to show. That's why I was showing them on different shows to give you all some feedback. This is what I'm getting. This is what animals look like on the cameras that come up to it, day or night, especially during the day with birds. Because people, I think, one time thought that one creature or whatever it was, well, that's a bird. No, I know what birds look like because I look at all the video and pictures that clearly shows you what animals they are. But however it may be, I don't know what it is, and y'all can think what you want. I'm open to anything. I'm not going to discount anybody's opinions about all means because I have no idea. Whatever's going on is strange. I know that. I cannot explain it. So, cryptid. So, now on one of the pictures on that thing that has hair, I did get lens flare flashing back. Yes. And I showed Val, this is what it looks like when it comes, that flashing back. And I admitted that, yes. However, the hair is not indicative to the other hair that we caught on the first set of cameras from last year. It's totally different. It's longer hair. But you still have flashback. But as it walks around to the other camera, you catch a better picture of the hair in the shoulder. That's what's different. So it's very interesting. Yeah, Jim, I totally concur on that. What it is, I have no idea. But I try to rule things out because we don't know. But what's strange and is that you catch this from a distance as well. And as it goes from the other camera around the tree, it's a little further away. So you wouldn't have the lens flare back that close because you would still have definition. And that's why I showed the other videos on the other shows of animals up close at night when it took a still picture, and also animals up close with the video that shows that you still have definition, that you still know if it was a raccoon, a deer, a doe, a buck, antlers or not antlers or anything like that. So, and yes, you're absolutely right, Gene. That's the other problem. I can't track it. But the herd of deer that come through, like I was showing Val before the show, I can go from zone 3 to zone 6 through those 3 zones and track that herd of deer. But stuff like this, I cannot. And with the other question I get asked is that I have cameras in certain locations that's been out since October 2nd or 4th, I think. And they get picked up on February 2nd, and they only have February 2nd from 7:30 in the morning until I go to pick them up. 4 or 5 videos only from February, nothing from October. That is mathematically impossible. You're trying to tell me that no squirrel, no bird, no creature walked, ran, traveled through that camera field at any possible time? No, I don't buy it. So I don't know what's happening. So one of the cameras, Cryptid asked me, have I took it out and tested it? And I did. Only reason I did is that was one of the SD cards I first pulled, and I thought the camera malfunctioned. So I went out, put it on a tree right behind the house, and checked it within 3 hours. And I had, I forgot how many videos and how many pictures, and it was functioning. So, and then I have, 10 SD cards this far that don't have any information on them. It looks like they've been formatted. I don't know how else to describe it. And with no information on there, which I don't understand. But these are not all the cameras in one spot. They are in certain strategically located spaces. But I cannot say within a reasonable doubt that these cameras have malfunctioned because they haven't before. So that's why I was going crazy that night trying to go over this stuff, because it wasn't making sense. And I was trying to write down this camera, it goes to this camera. I can go from this camera to this zone. And what I was telling Cryptid, for example, if I take this SD card, right? If I take this SD card, I should be able to go to zone 3 and look at zone 3 camera and look at camera 4, and
Mhm.
that will look towards the south, the zone 4, and I should be able to see that camera at I think it's camera 3, and see the movement from there to this zone.
Mhm.
All the other cameras work, but this camera at 3 o'clock to 5:30. Then after that, it works. So how is that possible?
Yeah.
That's the problem, right? So, and the problem of too, Jim, is that the tracks, you cannot track anything because the leaf litter is so thick right now from the fall vegetation, you cannot see anything because it's so thick with leaves and the tree branches and so forth. So what I was telling Cryptid, and I don't know if I'm making any sense or I'm just jabbering, is that when you look at this stuff, you are looking at footage on an SD card. So how I caught the footage not being recorded was going back and tracking how the image I caught on that one camera, whatever it was hairy, how to get in there. I was like, oh, well, I should be able to go back and go through these zones and track the movement of it. That's where I found out that there's anomalies where I didn't capture anything. And I was like, well, okay, I'll just go back to this camera in this zone and check these cameras and I should see something. And that's where I was like, well, I didn't record anything. So then I start tracking and I was like, I'm starting to see a pattern. Now, is this all in my head? I thought at first I thought I was going crazy, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't going to lie. I thought I was going nuts. But then I was like, wait a minute. Something is going on.
Right.
So I don't know. Well, see, Yolanda, so time is a human thing, right? So somebody said that. So most of the cameras have locks on them where you cannot open them up. However, the ones that don't have locks, you have to enter a security code to get into the camera, okay, to change any settings or anything in them. So they cannot be tampered with. So I ruled all that out. I mean, I've spent hours and hours on this, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to figure it out or not and just pretty much move on with it. Yeah, on the movie Missing 4-1, the Hunt Slash. So I don't know. It's been a headache, but it's interesting because we hear that electronics are toyed with and played with, right? But having it firsthand with me and seeing it, it's like, wow, this is really happening, or is it? So, anyways, so 6 feet high, I'm 5'7". So you'll see in some of the cameras, the bottom of the camera come up to here on me. Some of the cameras on the footage come up to here. Some of the cameras you'll see footage of me come up to here. So you're looking at 5'5", 5'4" on some of the footage or higher. On the cameras when I'm going to get them, taking them down. So, yeah. And the reason why I put them up that high is to alleviate some of the deer when they go underneath of them. You'll see the antlers go right through them, and the top of the antlers or the middle of the antlers or the top of the deer's head. And you can see them clear as day. The deers are right there. And you'll see some deer come up and sniff the camera and you can hear it.
No.
So, yeah.
Can you put one lower to see if anything creepy is crawling on the ground? Like there's
with all the squirrels, raccoons, possums, rabbits, you would eat up a lot of time, recording time, right?
Yeah.
So you in some of the footage that we played live on the show, you'll see a lot of raccoons and possums, and it picks them up off the ground. However, that is a good thing in a way, because if something's in the background moving, and these critters are in trees playing in front, going up and down the tree, it's going to activate that camera and it's going to record whatever's in the background as well. Because we actually caught deer running in the background that you wouldn't have seen because the squirrels or whatever raccoons have been playing. Plus the turkeys coming in front of the camera, eating and stuff like that. And I showed those on the other shows. I want people to see what I'm capturing because they've never seen the footage before. So
very cool.
But anyways, I'll get stuff together. Yeah, it's very interesting. I don't have an explanation, ladies and gentlemen, but We'll try to figure it out somehow. If not, we'll got plan C. We'll recharge the batteries and redo the formats on the SD cards and plan C and see what we come up with. So
Oh yeah, they know that you're watching them, so they're
yeah,
gonna.
Jennifer was right. Jennifer Appleton was right. She said we'll catch something. We did. I didn't know we was going to catch the orbs. The flashing lights threw me off, and the rod thing threw me off. That was interesting because it was so evident in the
Yeah,
in the
that was
picture.
good. I like that.
So, and they want me to show that picture. I'll show that picture real
I
quick.
like
Wrap it up. I'll show the still picture. And because a lot of people don't know what it is, but scientists don't know what it is. I know what Science Bob thinks it is, but it's not. Not on December 25th. Let me pull it up real quick. I'll show you a still shot. Let's see here. Then we'll wrap it up here. This was on December 25th. And I think it was at 2:30 in the morning. Where'd that video come from? That's your video. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I think I go to a group chat. All right, here. This is a good picture. Now, I took this off the video, ladies and gentlemen. I paused the video and I took a screenshot of it. This is what a rod looks like.
That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah, that's a good rod.
Mhm.
Yeah,
we see those all the time here.
That flew right in front of the camera. It flew from the bottom of the camera straight up, and I paused the video to take a picture of it. Now, that's not a moth. It actually spirals when it flies, ladies and gentlemen. And if you go out there and look, you'll have other people that has images of this thing. But this was captured on December 25th in one of the videos. This is where Melinda says I have possible 2 portals on one side of the forest and one on the other side on this area. So, but that's the rod right there.
I like it. You know, if anybody in the chat, if you've ever captured a picture like that or something strange, why don't you go on Grizzly's Facebook and post it? It's public.
Yeah, Gene,
Right?
Christmas Day. You're right. Yeah, as soon as it turned Christmas. So Jean says she thinks there's 3 portals too. Yeah, I think that's what Melinda said. But it's very interesting. I've never seen one in person. And when I first saw that fly up, I'm like, shut the front door. I'm like, that is not.
Yep.
And I was like, wow. And I paused the video, and I think I woke up Chris, Barb, Mike, and a few other people. Like, you ain't gonna believe what I caught. And they're like, now what? I'm like, I caught this.
They're
So,
cool.
because
They're
I was driving people nuts.
They're very, very smart. They're very smart beings, whatever they are.
I don't know what they are. I really don't. Does anybody know what they are? Do you all have any ideas what they are? Because I don't.
I know when they started coming for the first time here, I'd never seen them before, and it made me nervous. And they literally backed off until I said, a couple days later, I said, okay, I'm ready. And then they came back. I was amazed that they knew they could hear me speak to them. You know what I mean? It blew my mind.
John, this is the spot where I got those 1 pictures from last year of the 2 hairy or 1 hairy creature and whatever that other creature was that went in front of the camera. Same area where no animals are at. So I have no idea. So this is where we're getting all the activity because I went in there very heavily with the cameras and very heavily. And I got another idea to try with some cameras, some different techniques. And I'm thinking to put some up. I got I think a 14-foot collapsible telescopic ladder that I can carry out there to try some very high up and pointing down at it like a 45. There's some ideas that I'm going to try. So alien is what I heard. And Yolanda says, some people has told me that. I don't know, but it's strange. So what are you getting?
I asked if you had portals, and it said, "Dink, yes."
Wow. Cryptic Cowboy looked it up. He got hair curlers. He did. He posted them in the group chat. So it's interesting. Because when we played that one video of the flashing light, it looked like a trail camera, like 30 yards from my camera. But there's no cameras up there. The cameras were behind mine because that was one of the last zones. And nobody goes out there and gets any cameras because that was a good zone that picked up a lot of area, a lot of coverage. So I don't know. Is there any cameras that don't put out EM? Yeah. So the thing, though, is, Sean, if the cameras don't do it, the batteries does. And that is a theory that a lot of people in the phenomenon that goes out cryptid hunting, that's why I try different batteries, alkaline and rechargeables and different brands too. Because you'll notice on certain cameras, if you watch the footage, the animals will come by and look at the camera. In other cameras, they will just walk by and not even look at the camera. So that tells me that they're picking up the frequencies or the EMS signals off that or some EMF fields.
Right.
So, yeah. So, but we think that Bigfoot or whatever is out there can sense it or see it. So, yeah.
Yes. Very much.
But, anyways, that's very interesting. But I want to share that with you all. And hope you all enjoy the show. We'll come up with something tomorrow and see you all. So, from coast to coast around the world, everybody, good night. Take care. Bye-bye.